Hey everyone, Paul at ISM. Welcome to, well, it's a bench update that I've not done for 2 months. It's been 2 whole months since my last bench update, which is a bit awful really. I've been that busy with the video builds, it's just taken up the time that I normally do a bench update. So here we are, 2 months later. I got quite a lot to show and talk about, so this is going to be quite a long one. I'll try not waffle if I can, but you know me, I do like to waffle. So what's been happening? Well, we've been busy. We've finished off the Lancia for our rally build. We've finished off the Porsche for our German build. We've made good progress on the 12 scale Skyline for the large scale build for the ISM GBs as well. You can go join that GB page. The link is in the description of this video, and it's a big long list, a calendar of all the proposed builds this year. So yeah, I'm going to try and take part in them all, but I don't know if I'm going to manage the F1 build. I've got that lovely Lotus 79 there. I think I'm going to probably skip the F1 build and put that into the motorsport build. That is the plan. The Skyline's definitely taken over. I've added a lot more detail to that than I planned if you've watched the videos. One went up yesterday, and so much so I've had to put it down for a bit, and I'm thinking of starting a new kit, which we'll chat about in a little bit. So what else has been happening over the last couple of months? Well, yeah, we've been busy building away, busy homeschooling James. The kids have gone back now, but we decided to keep James off for his own well-being and ours. I'm not going to get into our personal business, but we felt it was better all round. We got the full school and health authority permission, so it's all above board. So he's off until after Easter, and then he's back to school for good. I got my vaccine for this horrendous pandemic that's happening around the world. No side effects. I didn't grow a tail or any extra fingers or anything, luckily. And I've actually, well, a little bit of progress in my own medical thing. I came up one of my medications, one of the pretty nasty ones. I got taken off by my cardiologist, which is good, and feel a lot better for it as well. It shows you how much medication can screw you up. It really does. I'm a bit knackered this morning. I was up till 2:30 last night after the hangout with the guys and girls in the hangout chatting away. So I woke up, I'm a bit done in. So if I look tired or act a bit weird, that's just me. So yeah, that's what I've been up to there. Just the same old, hanging out, videos, live shows. That's it really. A few things have changed in the cave. We've got new artwork on the ceiling. Used to have all aviation artwork up there, and seeing these fly art pictures. I'm a huge, big Ford fan, as you probably well know by now, and I had to buy them. They're not cheap at all. That little lot up there has cost me well over £200, but they're just so nice. I couldn't resist it. I bought, I think it was 10 originally, and then had a space for 2 more, and thought, right, let's get 2 more, and added them. So yeah, they had a nice touch to the ceiling. We put some other bits and bobs up there, some box arts, some nice posters that I've had for years, and yeah, looks a little bit better in here. It does. Loads of purchases as well, which I'm going to rattle on through in a bit, because I bought a lot of them for video builds and everything really. So I'll have a little chat through that. But the group builds going well, really well. Like I said, the F1 build started beginning of the month. We've got about 5 months left on the big scale build, so that's plenty of time. It's the 20th today. On the 1st of April, we've got the road car one starting. I'm hoping to do my BMW A50 in that, so that'll be good as well. Yeah, there's loads of builds through the year. I've got a build for nearly every one, so hoping to do as many as I can. My goal this year, as I said at the beginning of the year, was to video build every build I do, which I have done so far. It's hard work, really hard work, but I think it's worth it in the end. People seem to be enjoying the videos, and that's what it's all about. Right then, so what we'll do, we'll have a chat about some finished builds, and then we'll have a look at my in progress and build that I'm hoping to start this weekend, and then we'll come back and have a little bit of a chat about other stuff. So, what have we finished lately? And I need a cheat sheet, so let me get my Mac open. There we go. Because this build was such a while ago, I can't actually remember what I did. So you're going to have to bear with me on this. So I built the Hasegawa Lancia 037 Griffone for the rally car group build and a video build. Built this kit before in its Martini guise. It's a lovely kit. This was a gift from a friend a few years back as a Secret Santa gift. Not so secret when you know, I know, but yeah, it was a lovely gift. And I started to build it, and the original plan was to build it pretty much out the box, and then I found a detailed upset for it, and then Ronald in the chat persuaded me to cut the engine bay off, and I did, so we had that opening, and we added a bit of detail inside, and it turned out a really nice build. The biggest problem I had on this kit is I put the 2K on too thick, and this is from changing and getting lax on what you're doing, and we'll talk about this in a minute. So the 2K went on a little bit too thick. It looked a bit plasticky and toy-like. And although I flattened it and took it back and polished it, it would have taken a lot of work to get it really thin. So it's a mistake on my part. We'll live with it. It still looks great. It looks beautiful in the display case. It looked great on video, great in the pictures. But when I look at it, I can see that the depth of the clear is too thick. This is what we often talk about with the 2K, of it looking too toy-like. So a mistake on my part, and we rectified that on the next build. So, like I said, it's just Hasegawa's 24 scale Lancia 037. It's a Griffone. I don't know what it is. I think it's Griffone version. Beautiful scheme. Really, really nice striking scheme. Primed it in UP white primer. It was base painted in the Zero Paints Griffone paint set that I got with it. We used the kit decals, which are cartograph, and they were absolutely sweet as a nut. They went down, no bother whatsoever. Usual Gravity Spain 2K clear coat, flawless stuff, you can't beat it. Apex, UMP Apex, from start to finish, again, can't beat the Apex. Studio 27 detail upset, which I bought on eBay with another Martini kit. Used all LP colours throughout on the metallics and everything. An unusual micro mesh sanded and UMP polished, and this is how it turned out. I think it turned out pretty well. It's a very striking looking rally car. It's a lovely kit to build. I'd highly recommend it to anybody. Like I say, I cut the engine bay off, so it added another bit of depth to the model, because the front comes off. I don't know why, because there's nothing in the front to show really, but the back doesn't. Hasegawa would have been better doing it the other way around, but they didn't. So that's that by the by. But great build, lovely kit. Nice video build as well. I got some good feedback on that one and lots of views, but definitely a lesson learned on the 2K. So what went wrong with the 2K? Well, I'll explain that with the next build, which was my Porsche, Tamiya Porsche 996 GT3, which I built for our German build, and again another video build. So the lessons learnt with the other one were implicated on this, and we'll chat about that in a sec. So this is a lovely kit, seriously nice kit from Tamiya. After doing the detailing on the Lancia, I just wanted something quick, simple out of the box. I picked this and it was the perfect choice, absolutely perfect kit. I'd highly recommend this to everybody. It's just flawless. So like I said, the Tamiya 124 Porsche 911 GT3, I think it's a 996 properly. I primed it in a mix of UMP white and grey primer, just so it wasn't fully white for the purple, but not too dark, being grey. I painted it in Porsche ultraviolet purple from Gravity Spain. Lovely colour. Nobody liked the colour. The colour seemed to be a little bit more. My bride liked it, and at the end of the day, that's all that ultimately matters. Cleared in Gravity Spain 2K clear coat as well, as usual. Gravity sent me some of their Focus interior set, so we used the Alcantara on that one, and that worked really, really well. You've got to watch the video to see that, because I didn't really get any pictures. And I've got a few more of the sets, which I'll show in a minute, and that is a great little system for doing the interior. Quite impressed with that. That worked really well. Again, all through the UMP Apex airbrush. I left the wheels in their kit finish because I liked the look. Did contemplate gold, but couldn't find a suitable gold colour. So I thought, we'll leave the kit wheels, we'll give them a wash, see how they look, and again, I think that was the right decision. Tamiya Chrome can be hit or miss. This one was a definite hit. It was a good colour, and I don't think I would have been able to beat it by spraying it, so it was definitely a good shout to do that. Again, micro mesh finished and UMP polish system at the end. and this one turned out great. So what did we change on this? Well, the clear coat on this turned out fantastic, and it's because when I took a step back, I thought of things I was doing wrong. You get complacent doing these things and you start changing how you've done them, and that's not what you want to do. If you find a way that works, stick with it. If you're not happy with it, then try and change it. But I think I just got a little bit complacent, maybe a bit lazy, maybe rushing it as well. And I said at the beginning of the year I was going to take my time more, adding more detail, spending more time doing stuff. And it took the build of the Lancia for me to see I was rushing things. So what was I doing wrong? Well, my lesson learned on this was, number one, I was too close with the airbrush. I was getting in too close, which meant I was putting too much 2K down at once. I was also putting too much down too quickly. So I was literally trying to hose it on to get that wet coat in one go, which will work, but it's still a fine line. Yeah, so what do we do to rectify it? Well, we brought the airbrush back a bit, so we're a little bit further away, so it was misting it on more. We weren't hosing it on, we were just putting it down, and we were slowing down the passes as well. So what that means is, although we go for 3 coats on the 2K, Chung's going to love this. Although if we go for 3 coats on the 2K, on the last coat, I wasn't trying to get that coat down in one go. I was doing a pass, nice and slow from a distance, doing a pass, then turn it around, doing the other side, the top, the back, you know, everywhere, and then going back and looking at it. Because with 2K, what you get from when you finish airbrushing, or 5 minutes later when it's leveled a little bit, is what you're going to be left with at the end. So I looked at it and just kept building it up, a little pass again, till it was flawless, and then left it alone. And that seemed to work really, really well. And we got the finish, we got out the airbrush, which looked absolutely fantastic. If it had no dust in it, I probably would have left it alone. But we flattened it, gave it the full polish, and it turned out absolutely beautiful. Very, very happy with this one. It turned out very well. So lessons learned, take your time, slow down, don't change how you're doing things, stick with it, and things will improve. So yeah, there's always room for improvement. Don't get complacent, and keep your techniques the same all the way through, would be my advice. So that's that. They're the built ones. What we'll do now is we'll jump to the bench and have a look and see how the 12 scale Skyline's going, and a proposed build that's coming up next. Right then, so where are we at? Well, this is the 12 scale Skyline that we've been working on. It's a huge, huge things. I got absolutely massive bare mitts of hands. So if I grab a Tamiya bottle for a bit of reference for you, there you go. There's a Tamiya bottle with it. It's a big thing. It's like 37 centimeters long, and it's huge. But this blue, this Aurora Blue Pearl from the R35, great color choice. Alan put me onto this. It's a beautiful color. It needs sunlight really to make it pop, but oh, it's stunning. It really is a good color, and I'm really excited to do this. It's covered in dust at the minute because it's been sat in my display case curing for God knows how long. But the doors are all openable, the bonnet is as well. So it's gonna look, I hope it's gonna look really good. So this isn't even polished yet, this is straight out the airbrush. We painted this with a 0.5mm Apex. It's primed with a rattle can. This was a paint, not a touch-up pen. Not a pen, but the touch-up paint, sorry. Thinned with level and thinner, through the 0.5 Apex again. And then this is a whole entire pack of Gravity Spain 2K. There's a lot of dust in it, it's going to need a bit of work to do. It seemed to be the bigger the model, the longer it was out the box for, so it attracted more dust. But this is going to look great. It's a beautiful colour, really is nice. It'll pop a lot more outside because it's not the best under artificial light. But it looks really good. Really happy how that body's turned out. The engine bay we've been working on as well. If you watched the video from yesterday, you've already seen this. This has turned out pretty well too. So we colour matched the engine cam cover and cam belt cover to the body shape. We also had a load of scratch building in there. All the brake piping at the back. We've made our own reservoir and a clear acrylic, as you can see just there, the yellow top. It'll focus. We've added a load of detail to the ABS pump. We've added a window wiper motor, some hoses to the front here. those beautiful 3D printed turbos that Dan Scattergood did for me, and some home printed, it's quite difficult to get this in shot, home printed Nismo decal, which does need touching up a touch, but this is going really, really well. Happy with the build. The biggest problem is it's draining. It's a big kit. It's a lot of work to do, and you know, we're on part 3 already, and I don't know how many parts we're going to get up to, but it's going to be pretty busy, let's just say that. So we've got a lot of other parts in here as well. The Studio Rosso resin is top quality, absolutely beautiful. So we've got all bits and bobs here. These are the seat decals, seat photo etch, and we've got the brakes in there. The wheels are all done. These are the resin wheels. These have turned out absolutely stunning. Really happy with these. We cleared these in UV cut Mr. Hobby. I didn't want to 2K them because I thought it was too much. We chose the fluorescent yellow decal for it, and I'm probably going to do the calipers in the same colour. Resin wheels painted in Mr. Surfacer. Again, a lovely tyre colour. And these have turned out really well. We've got a load of parts in here. These all need detailing. We've got the battery, which Mr. Alan Parker made me a nice battery decal. Thank you, buddy. Loads of parts here ready to go. So this is for the next step. Our next step of detailing. But yeah, it's a strange kit. I've got mixed feelings on this. Because I didn't realise it was all screwed together. There's tons and tons of screws and fittings in here. And I didn't realise it all screwed together. But I'm not disappointed, but in a way kind of underwhelmed as to what it is. But the Tamiya kits, the 12 scale Tamiyas, they screw together in a lot of places. So I think it's more the lack of detail. They've left a lot of stuff out that I'm going to have to add back in. But at the end of the day, it's an R32 in 12 scale. It's an epic kit, and it is what it is. I'll make the most of it as to what I can. So yeah, we've still got a few bits to have. We've got our belts in there. We'll do the green Takata belts. We've got some decals that Alan very kindly printed for me again. And it's going really well. Really happy how it's looking. I think it's going to look good once it's done. And I'm really enjoying the build. But after spending what I think would be about 4 hours doing those brake lines at the back there, I think I need a little bit of a rest for a bit. So that's going away for a little bit. Don't worry, it will come back. And where I think we're going to start is this. So I spotted this kit. It's the only one I could find in the UK. It was £45 posted. I did overpay for it. But as we always say, if you want something, you will buy it. And that right there is a great looking car. Now, colour choices, I found Gulfstream Aqua, which is a very light metallic-y, bluey green colour. I like the colour, but I'm not sure on it. I then found this paint set I had for the NSX Honda Acura, whatever you want to call it, Nouvelle Blue, which is this colour, which is, again, a beautiful colour. Thinking about it, I'm thinking red. I think this looks not that red. That's a bit too much of an orange red. I'm thinking deep red. Let me know your thoughts on this. What you think? What colour should I do this in? Luckily, you get the choice in the box of the white, gold, or black decals. The kit itself doesn't look too bad. It's got a few tricky bits and bobs. There's the decals for it. We'll just go for a quick look through. So you get white, gold, and black, all the different decals, which is a nice touch as usual. Typical Revel instructions, typical Revel boxing, white plastic, all shoved in one bag. We're very quickly test fitted a few of the parts, and that is just a sexy car shape. It really is. I think this will look good in red. Now this comes with 2 sets, I think it's actually got 3 sets of wheels on it. It's your typical Revel kit, engine, interior, tub, all in one. So we'll flock all this, get the seats painted up, 2 sets of tyres, and then the wheels, which are in here. So there are 2 sets. You've got these ones. I don't know what they are, guys. I'm sorry if I'm probably for you lot butchering what I would class as easy car stuff, but I don't know American cars. We've got these ones, which somebody told me the name of the other day and I've completely forgotten. These ones, but these are the options ones, and they're a bit bigger. And to me, bigger is better. So we will go for those wheels. Probably dechrome most of this and paint it ourselves. Don't know, we'll have a good look at it. I haven't opened it up yet. I've not really looked at the kit properly. But that's the plan. So my plan is to get this video up, have a sit and chill for a bit, because I'm absolutely wasted from being up so late last night. and then start this up. There's a couple of tricky bits and bobs that need gluing onto this. There's an under panel here that needs glued in place. It's a bit tricky, and then one on the back. And what I need to make sure is I can glue those on and still get the chassis on. But quite excited about this build. I've ordered loads of American car kits. I ordered a Challenger last night because they get good views on the channel, and I've really enjoyed every single one that I've built lately. So yeah, that is the plan. So colours, let me know what you think about the colour for this. Should I go with that Gulfstream blue, which I'll have to wait to order because I can't get it anywhere today, kind of thing. I haven't got it. Should I go with that Novell blue, which is a very nice colour? If you remember that Ford GT I did a while back, it's the same kind of paint system as that, so it'd be a very nice deep colour. Should I just go with a generic red? We'll make it a nice pretty looking red car. Or is there another colour I should do it in? I've got nearly every colour from LP to Mr. Colour to the TS sprays, and I've got a whole mixture of colours from Gravity and Zero as well. So let me know your recommendations on the colour of that, because I'm hoping to start this, but I'm thinking red. I do like red. A darker red than that, because that's orangey red to me, and I'm not keen on that one. So there we are. Right, let's go back to me. There you go then, that's it. That's what I've been working on. So the Skyline's coming along great. It's a big, big project. It really is. And yeah, like I said, it's not a Tamiya kit. And I think nearly 99% of it screws together. So no glue involved really, which is a bit of a weird feeling really. I'm kind of mixed feelings over that one. Because for £150, the RRP of that kit, yeah, I didn't think it'd be all screwed together. I know the Tamiya kit's screwed together on the big scale, but there's still work to do on a lot of the parts. So, yeah, mixed feelings. Is it worth the money? Oh yeah, it's a 12 scale R32. It's an awesome kit, and with adding the detail, it's going to look really good. Well, I hope it does anyway. But yeah, it's just a bit of a mixed feelings over the kit really, where they could have added a lot more detail, but haven't. But we'll add that in and hopefully make it an interesting build, and it's going to turn out well. That colour that Alan, it was Alan who found that colour, Alan Parker, is a stunning colour. It really, really is, and it's going to look really good, but it needs light to be able to see it properly. But yeah, hopefully it'll do well. But I think we need a little bit of a break. I think I'm going to start that GT3 500, do a quick 3-part video build of it, and then jump straight back in, do another video on the Skyline, then build our road car, and come back. I think that's the plan. Do a section, leave it, come back. I think that is the best thing to do with this kit, because it's just going to burn me out otherwise, because it's a lot of work. There's so much work in doing that detailing. The 40-odd minute video released yesterday was like 9 hours of footage, 8.5 hours of footage. It was a lot. So yeah, that's it. So that's what we've been working on, and that's a proposed build coming up soon. Now, a couple of things to talk about. I've got some purchases to go through, which we'll do in a sec. But one thing I've noticed lately is a lot of the thumbnails, and I'll be honest, it was Luke Carswell and Luke Ward who made me think about it, because the thumbnails we're releasing were catching my eye really well, like a rusty hook. And it's because it was more Luke Ward, I think it was, to begin with. Using actual pictures of the work or the bench, it draws the eye more than the quite sterile pictures I was using. So we've changed that as well. So we started putting pictures up of the kit to where it's at in the video build. And my bench update, as you'll see today, has a picture of my bench now as the main part of the thumbnail. So hopefully that'll catch a few more people's interest and bring them over to the videos more, because, well, they can only be a good thing at the end of the day. The live show, chugging along great as always. The Sunday and the Wednesday morning ones are great fun as well. We get some different people then, and it's good to get the support as always, and the generosity of a lot of the winners donating them as Heroes Prize, which is just fantastic. We've implemented some changes on that. Dance section is no longer weekly. We're doing it every other week now, because we've moved it over to finished builds. Not what you've been working on, it's what you've finished, because it was just taking Dan forever to do that section every week, and 9 times out of 10 it was a built model that won, and we thought, well, let's do it that way. But because we don't get as many built models as progress, we decided to do it bi-weekly as well. And if we need to, we'll do it monthly, but for now it's going to go bi-weekly. Tim's section is bi-weekly, so they'll cross over from one week to another to each other. So hopefully that'll make it better. And the winner, because it's every 2 weeks now, wins a £20 UMP gift voucher as well. So that makes life a lot easier. We're going to do a pub quiz next Friday. We have a quiz master do it. You can all join in at home. We've done these off air before. They're good fun. Although I'm still annoyed over the unicorn question. Not having that one. So yeah, tune in next Friday for that one. We've got a speed build planned, an interview planned as well. So hopefully we can drag a bit of interest on that. While we're talking about live shows and interviews, our own Luke Carswell, the old sexual Tyrannosaurus, I'm going to call him, has started doing Saturday live feeds, 3 PM UK time. He was live last week. His first one was great, and he's live again today, 3 PM, and he's got our own potty mouth Simon Shorey on there, interviewing him. So make sure you jump over there 3 PM, show some support and some love over there, and leave a comment and a sub for Luke as well. And maybe say hello to Simon as well if you really have to. And that's it. That's the main what's been going on of everything. There's been, yeah, a lot going on with nothing going on, if that makes sense. It's been busy. I've had some great help off Alan and Simon in setting up the group builds, and all the guys helping out with the live show as usual, and the admin and everything. Really do appreciate all their help. I don't say it very often, but I'd be lost without them. I really would, because they help so much with the live show, with the content and the hard work they put in there, and also with admin in the site as well, because most of them are mods on the site. They're a big help, and I really, really do appreciate all their help and their friendship as well. I class them all as really good friends. And I know I'm ruthless and I take the mickey. That's just my personality. If I can say a joke, I'll take it. I can come across as a bit brash and a bit of an arsehole. I am an arsehole, but deep down I'm alright, and I will make you laugh. But we do have a good laugh, and they're a good group of guys, and I do appreciate all their time. And I'm getting a bit teary. I do appreciate all their time and effort they put in, and our friendship as well. Good bunch of guys. Really good bunch of guys, including Simon, who I do give a hard time, but I do like Simon a lot. He's a good bloke. Although we keep swearing on our live feed. It's absolutely disgusting. And the pictures he sends me and Alan are absolutely filthy. Speaking of pictures, we do have a good crack in the Hangouts as well. But the less said about that on Sunday's live show, was it Sunday? Wednesday? Wednesday's live show, the better. Thanks for that, David. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. So, purchase, what have we been buying? All sorts. I may have bought a few watches as well, but we'll leave those out because they're not model related. I've got a big list of everything I bought, so sit down, keep yourselves entertained. So, yeah, I bought all the artwork on the ceiling. Loving that. Absolutely brilliant. Also bought a very nice mouse mat and mug as well from the same company, which is very, very nice. Of that, look at it is. Oh, it's live. It's a nice 500 Texaco. Nice. So yeah, I haven't had a mouse mat in years, so it's actually nice to use, to be honest. We also bought, myself, Simon and Alan bought a load of scale production stuff. We got their full range of flock. Yes, I said I'd never use flock again, but I flocked the interior on the Porsche and it looked really good. And I thought, flock it, let's give it a go. So we bought the full range of flock, 3 sets of it from scale production. Got through no issues at all from Germany. No import duties or taxes or fines, nothing at all. So we got all the colours there from them. I also bought some detail upsets. So I bought some M3 mirrors, which I've never seen before, in 24 scale. So they got my 8 Series Beamer and my E30 Beamer when I get around to it. We've got some distributors, some seat decals, some photo etch parts, and some mesh as well. So a nice little order from that. I got a Gravity order from Gravity Spain. Some paint, some of their interior colours. Absolutely pucker stuff. Top quality stuff, really is. I managed to pick up an Eggenberger Ford Sierra Cosworth, one of my favourite kits. I will never pass up a RS500 Sierra kit or the Escort Cosworth kit because they're getting hard to find now and they're my favourite cars. So if you ever know anyone for sale or you want to swap one or give me one, let me know. After one of the BMW Batwings, I found a 12 scale one for an extortionate price, and a guy selling it that wouldn't even budge on the price, and it's been relisted about 8 times now, and it's not selling. So found the Ari kit in 24 scale and bought this. Not cheap at all. I think it was like 65, 70 quid posted. Can't remember now. It's quite a simple kit, but by the looks of it, I've dry fitted all the parts and it looked to go together really well. So I'm hoping this will be a future build as well. But Revel Dodge Viper off eBay, cheap. Myself, Alan and Simon did a Plus model order together, and again it got through with no issues at all, and it was a near €300 order. So I've got the Calsonic R92 from Hasegawa, Porsche 917 from Fujimi, a nice RX-7 from Aoshima, and this beautiful BMW 2002 that I've been after for some time. So yeah, it was nice to get that as well. Also picked up another 16 scale Ferrari. Quite funny, this one. This one was on auction, and it was sitting there about 30 odd quid. And I messaged the seller saying, would you be interested in the buy it now offer? And I was going to offer £80, which is quite low for these, but it's got a broken chassis, which is easily repairable, really easy repairable. And he said no, it had no buy it now. He wants to let the auction run, and I would have paid £80 for that, and instead I won it for 42. So I was like, win-win. So there we go. So nice Testarossa Spider. Sam, the crazy person, bought with this US sports car GT40 from Magnifier, which although it looks a bit of a troublesome kit for the price they are, which is about £70, they're a bargain. I also bought another Revel Chevelle from Amazon because I love that kit. I want to do it in red, so we'll do another build of that sometime. And the Revel Dodge Charger. Cruising eBay, I found this kit. I've not seen this for ages, and this is the McLaren F1 from Fujimi. Came with that detail upset. I think I paid 35 quid for it. Really good. Another kit I'm always after, the Fujimi Mercedes Sls. This is a lovely, lovely kit. Really hard to get a hold of at the minute. They're back ordered everywhere. I think with what's going on around the world, it's slowed all these deliveries down, but this is a brilliant kit. I've got 2 of these in the stash now, and a pace car one as well. So again, if you're selling one, want to trade one, want to give one away, give me a shout. Porsche released their new 911 from Porsche. They didn't. Lego released their new Porsche 911. Me being a big kid, had to buy it. Bought it, built it, hooked off. I said hooked, by the way. Yeah, good fun to build that. So that's another display piece. Some more bits and bobs off Amazon, because the Revel kits on Amazon are ridiculously cheap at times. The price goes up and down. But the McLaren was 21, the Mercedes was 20, the Torino was like 15 quid, and the Foose pickup, which is very, very hard to find, was £22. And I reckon a good 12 to 15 of us bought that kit and wiped them out. They're gone. So there'll be a group builder at some point. Yeah, some good bargains there. I also bought a Michelin Pilot Escort Cosworth from Paul Chaplin. Thank you, Paul. Those were a big Ford. Nothing sold me that at a very reasonable price. I'll have that. This Lancia Stratos, Tim showed on the show a few weeks back. RRP's 50 quid, 30 quid, I got that for. And then this 69 Shelby GT500, which we've just been talking about. I paid well over the odds. I paid 45 quid for that. But it's just a fantastic looking car. And I just got to build it. It's too good a looking car to do. Last but not least, our very own Alan Parker managed to score himself a whole load of these Good Smile kits. They don't all float my boat, but again, this kit, he's got the SLS as well, which is very lucky of him. This RSR GT3, it's an RSR, isn't it? No, it's just a GT3R Porsche I built before. I've got one in the stash, and again, it's another kit I'm after. If you want to sell one, trade one, give me one, let me know. Lovely, lovely kit, and he bought this. I was like, oh, that looks amazing. And I jokingly said, I'll have that one, and never even thought he'd want it, and we traded it. I traded him a McLaren MP412. Is it MP412? Yeah, MP412C for it. It's got a detail upset in there, so thank you, Alan. Really appreciate it, mate. I only said it mucking around. I didn't think you'd do it, so fair play to you. So yeah, Lots of purchases there. I've been a busy boy over the last couple of months, but lots of options for group builds and future builds. So it's good to have a stash, although I do have a pile of kits on the floor with no room for them whatsoever. So we're going to have to find somewhere for them. That's that. So that's everything I'll be buying as well. I think I am pretty much through my list. Let's have a look. I am indeed. Fish tank's doing great. Everybody asks about this all the time. I'll stick a very quick bit of footage up. It needs a trim in a minute. I gave it an absolutely brutal trim about 3 weeks ago. And I had a plant at the front called S. repens, which had originally died back. It grew back beautiful. I trimmed everything, got rid of all the duckweed off the top, and it died. It's just absolutely died. We're down to 3 of the guppies now. Sadly, the ender guppies don't live very long, and have just dropped off one by one. So there's 3 in there now. I don't know if that's contributing to the plant demise because it's not getting the ammonia off the fish as much as it was. So I'm going to go buy some more next week. Try to stay clear of shops, obviously, with everything going on. I've been in one shop since last March, and that was Smith's Toys to get James' birthday present. I've been in nowhere else. I've avoided everywhere with what's going on. Yeah, so I need to go get some more fish and let this grow back a bit. But yeah, it's not looking the best at the minute, but it's doing well. The shrimp are doing well, and it's just a nice thing to look at in the cave. That's it. Well, I've prattled on for half an hour. I think that'll do us. So yeah, thanks for watching today. If you've got any comments or questions, pop them down below. That's something else I want to talk about as well. I feel really guilty not answering you all. I've got to go through all the comments from the past month and answer all the questions. I just haven't got the time. We discussed this last time. I'm either going to answer all your comments and spend an hour a day answering comments, which I do not mind doing, or I can spend that. I waffled on that long, the memory hit its limit on the camera. So the comments, I feel really bad not answering everybody back because I always made a point of doing it for such a long time. But it's getting to the point now where the channel's getting busier and busier and they're getting a lot more comments, which is great. Please don't not leave a comment. Please don't always feel like you can leave a comment. I do appreciate all the comments. Your comments spur me on in the builds and the progress because it's feedback that you're liking what you see, and it's good to see as well. But I just haven't got the time to sit there and answer every single one like I used to. I've sat there for 2 hours some days replying, and I don't even make a dent in them. I'm probably getting through 10% of them, and that 2 hours I could be spent building and making videos and content. And I think you'd rather see that at the end of the day than get me going, thanks for watching. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through all the comments, answer all the questions, because that's something I will carry on doing. But just on the generic, answering the questions I stick in the videos, I'm going to heart them. That is my plan for now. I feel really bad doing it. I feel like I'm being really ignorant, but I do really appreciate all the comments. The channel went for a spate ages ago where nobody commented on anything, and it's very, very disheartening. If you're following a YouTuber, especially the smaller channels, always comment on their videos. And I'm guilty of this because, I'll be honest, I don't watch a lot of modelling YouTubers. And the reason for that is I do this all day in here. When I leave here, I want to do something else in the house. So I watch all different kinds of videos on real cars, knife making, people hatching chicks, which is a phenomenal channel. What's it called? That I can't remember what it's called now. The guy that saves the chicks and hatches the eggs. Things like that I watch because they're my distraction out of here. So I am guilty of it myself. But if you do watch a lot of modelling channels, always leave a comment and always leave a thumbs up, because not only does it add to the channel for them, but getting a comment really is uplifting. And I appreciate every single comment you guys and girls leave out there. Even if it's just a hello or you're just answering the question I sneak in there, please leave the comment. But I can't always guarantee I'll reply. And I do feel bad, but I think it's just one of those things. As channels grow and get busier and busier, I just can't dedicate that time to answering them. So please understand, but please do leave a comment because I do love reading them all. That's it then. I waffled on for 32 minutes, which is actually quite shorter than I thought it'd be, to be honest. Although I've got another section to do, so it's probably going to be about 40 odd minutes. Yeah, sorry about that. I hope you reboiled your kettle. That's it. So yeah, I'm hoping to get another part of the Skyline up in hopefully 2-3 weeks. I don't know how I'm going to work on this, but I'm hoping to start that GT500 today or tomorrow. We'll get a part of that up pretty soon, early next week. I've got reviews I want to do. I've just got loads of ideas, but I've just not got enough time to do it. Everything just takes over. The weeks are flying by, absolutely flying by. So yeah, that's the plan with that. But yeah, stay tuned. We'll get some more videos up, and the live shows are still ongoing as well. So thanks for watching today. If you managed to watch this far, give me a winky. Winky, that sounds bad. Give me a wink in the chat, you know, the semicolon thingy, smile thing. If you can't do that, put a smiley face in the chat. I like doing this because it shows who's watched and who hasn't, because don't do what a lot of people do, because this is disheartening. I'm going to be totally honest now. You release a 40-minute video, it's been uploaded for 10 minutes, and somebody leaves a comment going, "Great video, that looks great." You're like, unless you're in a parallel dimension, you've watched a 40-minute video in 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Appreciate the comment. I'd rather you watch the video in your own time now. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, check out International Scalmiller Facebook page and forum, upretail.com. We can get a lot of products. We've got loads of stuff hopefully coming back in stock soon. A lot of the stuff's out of stock because of what's going on around the world. Hopefully it'll start to filter back in. Check out my Paul ISM Instagram page and Facebook page as well. Facebook's more busy. I use that a lot more. And check out the Live the Bench page and the Off Air Hangout group for all the news for those as well. Feel free to join our Off Air Hangouts. All the links for these are in the description down below, as well as a big long list of all the products I use in my videos too. Speaking of videos, we also invested in a new camera mount. So yeah, I forgot about this. This makes the filming a bit easier because I bring my light back, we get better light on the bench, we get a better angle, and the webcam's now mounted above there as well, so we get a better live feed one. Forgot all about that one, but there you go. Shove that in at the end. Make sure you put your winky smiley face in the chat and leave any comments you want. Sub to the channel, click the bell notification, and I'm going because I'm waffling. Bye.